Hi, welcome to the Daily Brief for day 7 of the PBL Institute. Well, we're heading down the home stretch of the second week, so hope you had a really good day, productive day, the first day of the second week. To start off with, let's do a recap from Monday. A couple of things on housekeeping. One for time cards. Make sure you sign in. There's a couple people who haven't done the sign in. You can find that on the calendar of the agenda of the institute. Make sure you sign in. We also have a time card return form. It's very important that you take what I emailed you today. I should have sent every single one of you a time card, at least those of you who, I think everybody, almost everybody, except with the exception of one person, was here last week. And so, what you need to do is take that time card and somehow sign it. There's a couple options I gave in the email. Worst case scenario is take a picture of it, sign in with your phone, and try to upload it to the form. I'm trying to use the form so I organize the time card so I don't want to lose anything. If you really have to, just email it back to me, but, if you can use the form, please do so. Also on the presentations, for today, we had one on clarity, one that I did this earlier this morning, and then this afternoon, Syria did one on equity and student voices, and she really went deeper into what she, did last week. The presentations and the slides and the recordings are all linked off of the agenda or on the professional learning page. So you make sure you check out that, and you can, if you missed it for whatever reason, you can go back and watch the recordings. So, update on job shadows. The Motive.io job shadow didn't pan out. However, we have a, if you will, a makeup job shadow for that area. It's a Naval Facilities Engineering Command, and this is actually it's both IT and engineering. So it's actually a really good uh, Zoom meeting that we have scheduled for this Wednesday at 2 p.m. So please, if you make that one, I'm sure there'll be some great information shared with you, and especially if you haven't done a job shadow, or I think almost all of you did job shadow last week, but if you want to do that, also we now have available on the job shadow schedule the link to the videos. So if you missed a job shadow last week, you can go back now and watch it. And all those videos are now on the job shadow schedule. Moving along. So we're deep into project development. You should be really deep into the PBL planner. It's because it's being done non-linearly, not necessarily, we're not telling you what to do, what day, and how to do it necessarily in order. Um, you really should, though, be about 50 to 70% done, give or take. Some sections take longer, so maybe it's really hard to say where you should be, but you should be at least halfway done, if not a little bit more, in terms of your project. You don't want to leave everything to the last couple days that you won't have time to really refine your project. The other question is, how's your website coming along, your PBL website? So make sure you update that and make sure you have a plan and put everything that needs to be on there. So what's happening today? This morning we have something for all participants. We have 6A's lightning talks. And the idea behind these lightning talks are to get started talking about the distance learning aspects. How can we do 6As in distance learning contexts and fashions, and alternative schedules, etc. And the whole idea of the lightning talks is to spark ideas in a conversation. It's not a presentation. It's more about all of you sharing ideas and getting a sense of and bouncing off ideas off of each other. So we're gonna have 2 sessions. We start at 8:30, and then we'll have another session, after the first session. So basically, the whole thing should take 1 hour. You also have later on in the day, check the schedule for some, professional learning opportunities. One is they're both being led by Carissa. I'm sure there'll be great, sessions. One is on PBL assessment and grading practices, and the other one is building a compendium. So Carissa will take what I did earlier today on clarity, and she's going to build on that in the assessment piece. And then she's also going to go deeper into what the compendium